whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You can both put your hands down. Ms. Brown Zito, does the state have any other witnesses besides the parties?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Your case has been called. You can call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I would call Ms. Davis. Will you please state your name?
Demario Davis.
And we're here today to talk about your two children. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Ms. Davis,
Yes.
answer yes or no.
It's hard for them to understand anything other than that.
Oh.
How old are your children?
Paris is 4, Aria is 2.
And who is Paris and Aria's father?
Eric Haynes.
And how are the children covered for health insurance?
With United Healthcare.
Okay. Is that a private health insurance? Or is that state?
I think it's state. Yeah, United Healthcare.
Okay, so is that Medicaid?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you asking for back child support or to start from here forward?
Back child support.
Okay. Since Paris was born, have you and Mr. Haynes lived together?
Yeah. Yes.
And when did you stop living together?
October 2022.
Okay. So so you're asking for the last 18 months.
Yes.
Okay. And does Mr. Haynes have any other minor children?
Yes.
Do you know if he's ordered to pay child support on those children?
No.
You don't know, or he's not ordered to pay?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll ask him. How many minor children does he have that you know of?
1.
At the time when each of your children were born, did you and Mr. Haynes sign paperwork saying that he was their father?
Yes.
Your Honor, I would offer the acknowledgements of paternity as to the two children as State's Exhibit 1.
Yes.
Ms. Davis, I've just put up on the screen a copy of the alleged acknowledgement of paternity for the two children that you have with Mr. Haynes. Is it okay if I look at these acknowledgements?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Haynes, the same question. May I look at these acknowledgements for the children?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit A is admitted into evidence.
Does Mr. Haynes visit with the children?
No.
Are you okay with him having visitation?
Yes.
Now, do you have safety concerns between yourself and Mr. Haynes?
Depends.
What does it depend on?
If we get into an argument or something, it depends.
Okay. And would you be okay with your children going unsupervised with Mr. Haynes for the weekend?
No.
And could you tell the judge a little bit more about that? What your problem is?
It's been a long time, so I just wouldn't be comfortable.
Has he had the children by himself since the two of you split up?
No.
Do you think that a build-up time with the children would be a good thing in their best interest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And so are you asking that they start with supervised visitation?
Yeah.
And who do you think should supervise this?
His dad.
Okay. Have there been instances of physical violence between you and Mr. Haynes?
Yes.
And when was the last one?
What was it? 2019 when I was pregnant.
When you were pregnant?
Yeah, 2019.
Oh, So 2019 was the last time? Okay. So nothing in the last 2 years?
No.
Okay. And how long do you think he needs to be supervised for? How many visits before the children would be comfortable?
It's like the first couple visits, probably like a week.
So about 7 visits, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they'd be okay to go with him for unsupervised for 7 visits as well, or less visits at that point?
Yeah, yes, it'll be fine.
Okay. And you understand then it would go to all day visits.
Yes.
Okay. And you feel like that build up period, they would get to know their dad again,
Yes.
and that would be good?
Yeah.
Don't I pass the witness?
All right, call your next witness, Ms. Brownfield.
I would call Mr. Haynes. Mr. Haynes, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Are you, you and I talked about the Choices program before we got into court. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you willing to go into the Choices program to help you find a job?
Yes, ma'am.
And these are your 2 children, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are wanting to visit with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you okay with doing supervised visits to start off with your dad?
Yes, ma'am. That's okay.
They know your dad and love your dad, and that's a good thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you okay with 7 visits supervised, then go to 7 visits unsupervised?
Yes.
Okay. Have you, since the 2 of you split up, have you given any money for support to Miss Davis for the children?
No, ma'am. I haven't gave her physical money, but if she calls me and asks me to go buy Pampers or whatever they need, I'll go buy it. But no,
Is
ma'am,
there
I
is there anything that you think the judge needs to know about back child?
I'll ask that question, Ms. Brownfield. Ask specific questions, please.
Do you think that back child support should be ordered here?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't have nothing. Do you have any other minor children?
Yes, ma'am. I have one.
And are you ordered to pay child support on that child?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, I pass the witness.
Ms. Davis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ms. Davis, what county do you live in?
What county?
Yes, ma'am.
Jefferson?
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Haynes, what county do you live in?
Jefferson.
All right, so y'all live in the same county. That's good. Well, y'all really didn't leave me much to decide. I think y'all had this pretty much worked out before y'all got here. All right. Miss Davis, you got any questions about this case before I make a ruling?
No.
Mr. Haynes, you got any questions about this case before I make a ruling?
No, sir.
All right. The court's going to find the court has jurisdiction. The court's going to find, based on the testimony of the parties, that it is in the children's best interest to name the parties as joint managing conservators, with Miss Davis as the party with the right to establish the primary residence of the child, restricted to Jefferson County or any county that touches Jefferson County. I'm going to grant Mr. Haynes a physical visitation of the children at any and all times mutually agreed to by the parties. If no mutual agreement, then I'm going to rule that the age of the children dictates that there will be a phased-in visitation schedule with 7 visits at each phase. That'll be 7 visits supervised for a half a day, followed by 7 visits unsupervised for a half day, followed by 7 visits unsupervised for the day, followed by 7 visits of one night overnight. Once that last phase is finished, then Mr. Haynes can have standard possession. Okay? I'm gonna order Miss Davis to maintain the current health insurance that she has on the child. Mr. Haynes is gonna pay child support according to a minimum wage presumption, $285 a month in child support, $25 a month in medical support, $3,990 in retroactive child support. That'll be paid back at a rate of $40 a month each and every month till that's paid in full. Court cost by Mr. Haynes, but I will give him until September the 30th of 2024 to pay my court cost. And Mr. Haynes has volunteered to enroll into the NCP Choices program. And so I will honor that request and I will place him in the NCP Choices program. Ms. Brown-Zito, did the state of Texas hear all the terms and conditions of my court order?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All right. Mr. Haynes, Ms. Davis, what's going to happen now is that Ms. Brown-Zito's office is going to send me a court order. If it matches what I ruled here today, I'm going to sign it and get it back to them. Then they're going to make a copy of it and send it to each of you, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Davis, you got any questions?
No,
Mr. Haynes, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right. I appreciate y'all being here today. Thank you for your patience. Does the Choices representative need to continue to visit with Mr. Haynes, or has that already been completed?
It has not.
Okay.